I'm doing a third video for the night. I stumbled across an article looking at various subjects such as most recent articles on secret societies or Satanists or whatever. Anyways, there's this order, I guess according to the BBC News, this is bbcnews.com, reported the title, quote, Order of Nine Angles. The article, the title on it spells it Angles. Doesn't make much sense. I'm wondering if this is mistaken as nine angels. Yeah, because then that's spelled wrong, but I guess nine angles spelled Angles. What is this obscure Nazi Satanist group? This came out on June 23rd, 2020. Anyways, there's a portrait, very interesting. A 16-year-old boy who cited the group as an influence was jailed this year for planning a terror attack in the UK. A U.S. soldier has been accused of plotting an attack on his own unit by sending information to an obscure Nazi Satanist organization called the Order of the Nine Angles, ONA. But who are they? Founded in the UK in the 1970s, the Order of Nine Angles is an increasing focus for law enforcement and has appeared as an influence in several recent UK terrorism prosecutions relating to the extreme right wing. The group lionesses the Nazi era and dates its calendar from the birth of Adolf Hitler, but its supernatural belief system goes beyond anything normally associated with right-wing extremism. Its short-term goal is to undermine what it caricatures as a decadent Judeo-Christian society, with an emphasis placed on real-world acts, the aim being a new imperial civilization based a cruel mixture of social Darwinism, Satanism, and fascism. Sounds a lot like the agenda, this Satanist brotherhood started by Howard Levy or Anton LaVey. Got a quote in here that's very interesting. Oh, back to the article. I learned he was Howard Levy from Mark Dyson. I looked it up. That was his real name. But I guess they make their name, they change their names to make it sound more Anton LaVey. Adherents are encouraged to secretly infiltrate organizations such as the military or Christian churches in order to destabilize them from within. That's very interesting. Very. That reminds me of the protocols. Taken from Cooper's book. There is very good stuff in this book. Don't take some of the videos I made exposing some red flags of his and think that, there was nothing good, there was nothing good he couldn't learn from him or his book. There is. But I just recommend be careful listening to him. Look, do your own research. Okay, this is taken for protocol number 17. They just talked about the Satanist group infiltrating military and Christianity, or I'm thinking churches, to destabilize them from within. But anyways, listen to this in protocol number 17 of the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. We have long past taken care to discredit the priesthood of the Goyim, and thereby to ruin their mission on earth, which in these days might still be a great hindrance to us. Day by day, its influence on the peoples of the world is falling lower. Freedom of conscience has been declared everywhere, so that now only years divide us from the moment of the complete wrecking of that Christian religion. As to other religions, we still have less difficulty in dealing with them, but it would be premature to speak of this now. We shall set clericalism and clericals into such narrow frames as to make their influence, the clerics, the priests' influence, move in retrogressive proportion to its former progress. So you're talking about infiltration, and then for the purpose of destroying it from within of its object. I also have a few secret society books where they admit, I think I put one up, I'll grab it later, but I was reading from that one, Philosophy of Fire, where yeah, I gotta grab it, where it's admitted that their members are, of various different churches and denominations, though they don't advertise that they're Rosicrucians. They got this one, the Fundamental Laws, 68th Convocation, Rose Cross Order, and they admit that this convocation, this Bill Cooper read this book, this part anyways, the 68th Convocation show, but anyways, I just wanted to read that all these people, these type of people, not only did high-level Masons and members of the Eastern Star attend this secret convocation of the Rose Cross Order, but men and women of all ranks of life from all parts of the world, physicians, teachers, authors, members of all denominations, inclusive of the Hebrew. So, there's members within churches that secretly attend this kind of stuff. So, anyways, I move on with the article. Adherents are encouraged, I already read that, okay, to secretly infiltrate organizations such as the military or Christian churches in order to destabilize them from within. Those who progress through the order of the, ONA, but Order of the Nine Angles, hierarchical ranks, are required to undertake various tasks, including forming their own small groups to prove their leadership abilities, with the result that a decentralized network of associated bodies exists throughout various countries. There is a total rejection of ethics, as some key texts even discuss ritual sacrifice, both symbolic and actual. It's common for members to pose at these sites of notorious rapes and murders and to celebrate their perpetrators. Interesting. There's a picture that they're showing of a hooded, what looks like a kind of dark ninja character, and he's got like this black little flag thing deal on this, up to this fence thing, and it's got an interesting symbol. I don't know what the heck it is, some occult symbol, but it's got like a triangular threes like this, like 3, 3, 3, forming a triangular shape. Figures such as the British murderer Ian Brady are celebrated, being viewed as people who have operated outside normal moral boundaries, the transgression of which is a constant theme for the group, and that sounds like here too, to all those supposed progressive Satanists that, say they're a peaceful religion. This guy right here prays serial killers too. One small U.S.-based associate body, which has its own publishing house, was banned from mainstream social media last year. Its members have posed at the sites of various notorious rapes and murders, celebrating the perpetrators in the process. Some followers also express enthusiasm for Islamist jihadist violence. How influential is it? The question's asked. The Order of the Nine Angles has acted as an influence on several neo-Nazi extremist groups, including the U.S.-based Adam Waffen Division, linked to 5 murders in the Sonnenkrieg, that's spelled Sonnenkrieg Division, Sonnenkrieg Division, which was banned as a terrorist organization in the UK earlier this year. The ideology is promoted in several online spaces, and that is where it has blended with the ideas promoted by Order of the Nine Angles, giving the latter an increased influence on the furthest edges of the extreme right. Last year, a 16-year-old British boy became the youngest person convicted of planning a terror attack in the UK. The prosecution's case was that he was partly influenced by the Order of the Nine Angles, seeking to alter himself in line with their literature. He had drawn a symbol for the group alongside an instruction for himself to shed empathy. In court, prosecutors described the organization as self-consciously, explicitly malevolent, and the most prominent and recognizable link between Satanism and the extreme right. The Sonnenkrieg division, with its glorification of sexual violence, highlights another disturbing theme relating to the Order of the Nine Angles: sexual offending as a way of undermining social norms. The U.S. soldier charged in the terrorism case is alleged to have been part of an online movement whose channels constantly encouraged the rape of women and children. The authorities are concerned by the number of pedophiles associated with the Order of the Nine Angles, taking the group into a different area of law enforcement activity. So there you have it, BBC. Order of Nine Angles, what is this obscure Nazi Satanist group? I'm going to bookmark that. So I wanted to share with you. Yeah, they definitely have infiltrated all aspects of this world, including religion. To all the Christian Zionists out there that think that they're untouched and that, their state of Israel is all, godly. Should have gotten a quote before. I should have gotten that before I just said I was going to read that. Anyways, Anton LaVey admits that this book here, that he helped Zionists with gun running for Zionists. He illegally shipped guns to Zionist terrorists. Oh, where the heck is it? I'm sorry, I'm having you wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he brags about it on page 56 to 57 of his own biography here, autobiography, done by his, at the time, wife, high priestess wife. This is all him. But anyways, this is what he says about Israel here. He was meeting with where the heck was it? He met with Asav Dayan. This is on page 57. I met with Asav Dayan, actor son of Israel's legendary defense minister Moshe Dayan, spelled D-A-Y-A-N. So, and he was glowing about the book, the Satanic Bible. I agreed with everything in it. He said it was exactly the philosophy they practiced, were forced to practice in modern Israel. He extended an invitation for me to stay at his family home in Tel Aviv whenever I wished. Forced to practice in Israel? Didn't God in the Old Testament have a problem with the Israelites running to Baal, the pagan god, sacrificing their children? So God's going to just give them this land and give them all these blessings when they're all into Satanism. And Tel Aviv is the one of the homosexual capitals next to San Francisco. Yeah, so that's the Christian Zionists. Yeah, they've infiltrated all aspects, including your religion. So, yep, just wanted to share those things. Take care.